After having the feeder up for over a week, I'm very satisfied with the feeder and the camera system. The Bird ID has been great so far. The app creates moments or times that it took a video when a bird came to the feeder. You can actually search by the species. That way, if you're looking for a particular species, you can look at all the times that that particular species visited you, or you can go to the all and you can just see all the different species that's visited your feeder. What is going on, everyone? I am your host, Grant Reddick, and welcome back to the channel. So I've always enjoyed having cameras on the outside of my house. And while it's really nice if there's ever an incident or an issue with anything, the reason that I really like to have it is because I like to see what kind of wildlife are around my house and what they're doing at night. So after seeing the recent craze of having the bird feeder cameras, I wanted to go out and try my own. So I went out and I bought the Birdfy bird feeder. So this is a smart bird feeder with a full HD camera. We're gonna get this thing unboxed, open, filled, set up, and get this tested out and see how it really compares. I'm really excited to kind of see how the Bird AI recognition works, and I really want to test it out and see how accurate it is. So let's get this thing open and get it up. So the feeder comes with the main unit with the main camera. It also has a little Wi-Fi antenna on the back here, and if you don't have the solar panel, this is where you charge it, actually where you would plug in the solar panel as well. So this is where you're going to charge it if you do not get the solar panel. I actually have a couple solar panels that work for other devices that I'm going to try to use with this, so that way I don't have to keep charging. It also comes with a perch, comes with the roof, it comes with a couple different ways that you can mount it. So this is actually a little tripod collar that actually goes right into the wood. I really love the fact that they send this. This is actually just a guide, so that way you don't have to use this. You can put this straight up wherever you're gonna put it, drill the holes, and then you'll be able to hang this no problem. It also comes with a charging cord. This would go in that charging port that I was showing before. It also has several different hose clips, and these can just help for mounting purposes. It also comes with a little mounting strap here. So if you want to wrap it around a tree or something like that, this can help you get it mounted up. So we're gonna get this thing put together here. I'm actually going to use this tripod mount. I have a spot where my feeder system is. I have a nice wood pole there, so I'm just gonna attach it straight to this. So this is what I'm gonna use. This actually just fits right under the bottom of the feeder here, and it sits right on just like this. The perch fits right in the end right here, and it has a little screw just to get this all tightened up. And that's on there. And the top pops on just like that. So that is the feeder together here. I am gonna pull, there's a little bit of film on this. It looks like you need to tilt this camera down. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up, get filled up, and see what we can attract. Before setting up the feeder, I charged it for the recommended 14 hours to make sure that it was charged up and ready to go. Next, I highly recommend setting up the Wi-Fi on the unit while you're still close to your house or inside. It's much easier to set this up than trying to do it while you're standing out on the ladder. Start by downloading the app on your phone. Next, you can create an account. After you've created your account, tap Add Birdfy. Scan the QR code that's on the side of the camera that's attached to the bird feeder. This should find your exact model and should be able to set you up for the next step. You can then name your feeder, and then you should be ready to go. In full transparency, I will let you know that I did have a slight issue when setting up my feeder. I think it timed out. I think my Wi-Fi went out while I was trying to set it up. The good news is it gave me an option to be able to chat in with them. They were very responsive and they were able to handle it within about 5 minutes time. So they had excellent customer service. I decided to place this feeder on my normal feeding station. This way the birds were already coming to feeders that were within a few feet of it. I will tell you, if this is your first feeder, or if you're putting this in a location that's completely away from your other feeders, give it some time. It may take the birds a few days to even weeks to find the new feeder, but definitely be patient, they will show up. After having the feeder up for over a week, I'm very satisfied with the feeder and the camera system. The Bird ID has been great so far. The only issue that I've even had with it is it not being able to distinguish between a black-capped chickadee and a Carolina chickadee. But these are very difficult to distinguish in the field, especially without having call notes or anything up close. The app creates moments or times that it took a video when a bird came to the feeder. You can actually search by the species. That way, if you're looking for a particular species, you can look at all the times that that particular species visited you, or you can go to the all and you can just see all the different species that's visited your feeder. One thing that I was really impressed with was the fact that the bottom of the feeder had small drainage holes on it. Now the feeder has a roof, so it should cover it for the most part from wet and rain. However, even if it does get inside, I really like the fact that there's holes in the bottom that they can still drain out to make sure that the seed doesn't stay wet. Overall, I've really enjoyed this feeder. It's great to go back and look at the different moments and look at all the different birds that visited the feeder. It's also a great way to get into bird feeder cams without having to hardwire anything. One watch out, the solar panel that I was planning to use for this feeder, the cord actually did not fit in the slot. It was still a USB-C cable, but the cable was too big to fit in the slot. So I would highly recommend, if you don't want to use the battery power, that you do buy the brand, their solar panel to go along with the feeder. Just to give you an idea, currently after using it for 1 week and I set it to the highest sensitivity, it's now at 40%. So I would think that about a week and a half tops if you're not using the solar panel. I've had so much fun working with this camera and this camera feeder that I actually finished a project that I started a while ago. I wanted to live stream my bird feeder station, and I finally finished that. So I'm gonna leave a link above. Hopefully daily you should be able to go on and see my live stream of my bird feeder. Love you to check it out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for this Birdfy smart feeder. If you have other smart feeders that you'd like me to check out, let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to see the different types. If you like this video and you'd like to see more like it, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and get out and get birding.